Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. I hope your shoes aren't too tight and you've remembered how to dance because we're watching Babylon 5, this time Season 1, Episode 20, Babylon Squared. Friends, the events of A Voice in the Wilderness Part 1 and 2 have left me reeling. I am trying to figure, all of my theories are now being, all I can think of is Londo. So, again, friends, this show is absolutely fantastic for anybody that likes to think about their sci-fi, and even with a Swiss cheese brain like mine, I can appreciate the intelligence that went into this bad boy. Oh, as a note, friends, I did get the message that a lot of you have said to avoid the opening of Season 2 for at least the first couple episodes, so I am going to do that, and I will rely on all of you to tell me when the all clear is. I'm assuming we have guest stars or something like that, so I absolutely don't want to have anything spoiled, so I heard from a lot of people, too many to name, so thank you all very much for having my back. You know, I'm an absolute novice in all of this, and having you all guide me, I mean, first off, it makes the experience better, but two, thank you. I mean, it just makes the story better for me, so I appreciate you all so very much. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to board Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time for the glorious Babylon 5, this time Season 1, Episode 20, Babylon Squared. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Love this show.
Morning.
Nothing personal, but you look like hell.
She can't wake up, man.
CNC woke me up an hour early. They're picking up some unusual tachyon emissions in Sector 14.
Tachyon? I haven't heard.
Sector 14, that's a pretty long haul in normal space.
3 hours. They should be there fairly soon.
Tachyon is time particles, right? If my Star Trek serves me.
We used to get up at 5 o'clock every morning for sunrise mass. Then an hour of meditation before class. We would sit quiet at peace.
I think it's the first time Jeff is fucked with somebody.
Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing.
Jesus, Jeff. First off, my man needs to do ASMR.
Well,
What?
oh, that was great. Boy, just hit the spot. I see you cleaned your plate, too. Guess I better get going.
Me too, it's nearly 7:30.
7:30? This isn't fair. Is it?
Something, Lieutenant Commander?
No, nothing. I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. You'll have to excuse me. CNC, this is Ivana. I realize I'm late, but I'm on my way.
It's the first truly dick move I've seen Mike and Jeff do.
I'll notify your next of kin.
Oh, I love it. Also, I love the mess hall with that, or wherever they are with the...
Oh, you're a baldy! You're a dead man!
Why isn't Jeff in trouble? Jeff's the one that did it.
Control on closing on targets.
Oh, this is going to end up
Registering
being...
increasing.
You don't go out with these guys if there's going to be a good thing.
No. That's not possible. That can't be it. Just can't be it.
Oh, shit. We go from a little joking to this.
Diplomats, hustlers, entrepreneurs, and wanderers.
God. Seeing Londo, like, partying, I'm like, that's not you.
The year is 2258. The name of the place is
Babylon 5. I'm sorry. That was a gem of a scene with Jeff breathing in and out. I just can't believe that. I mean, we've never seen Jeff like that, like jokey, you know, that kind of like in the moment. Love it. I really love it.
Please respond. Babylon Control.
Major Krantz. I'm looking at the guest stars.
ETA, 1 hour and 15 minutes. But we can't raise the pilot on any of the open frequencies.
It's possible that whatever he ran into out there fried his communication system.
Or him.
Better notify Dr. Franklin. Tell him to have MedLab standing by in case of injury.
Director Jim Johnson. I was told to start watching the directors. I should have been doing that too.
At your discretion, Babylon Control.
Really?
Alpha 7 coming into scanner range.
Oh, I like the camo print on the top.
Run a full scan of Alpha 7.
On it.
Oh, that's cool. It's empty. Can we see the pilot?
Life signs. There's no life signs. Commander, he's dead.
There was no damage to the body, no shock, no trauma. Everything points to death by natural causes.
What?
Because in this case, the natural cause was old age.
Tachyons.
As best we can tell, just before he died, he managed to set the ship's autopilot to bring him back to the station.
Recommend we send a team out to investigate, find out what's going on out there.
Well,
Not yet. Not until we have a better idea what
Yeah.
we're facing. Meanwhile, I want all traffic routed clear of Sector 14.
Sector 14.
Begin monitoring for beacon.
Oh, we're leaving station with her. I think that's the first time we've ever done that with one of the ambassadors.
B4.
B4 as in Babylon 4?
What I can't figure is why. B4 vanished without a trace over 4 years ago. I don't get it.
Nor should you.
Tachyons.
The tachyon emissions are coming from the exact location where Babylon 4 disappeared.
Holy shit. I got chills. I got fucking...
Affirmative.
Then who?
The distress call identifies itself as Commander. It's
Babylon
Babylon 4.
Holy Babylon squared. Holy shit. You lying fuckers. I can't tell you how many comments I've received that go something like this. Oh, I wish they would have fleshed out the Babylon 4 story. You liars.
Coded signal matches 100% to archival code.
I love you sons of bitches for that. Thank you.
The station just doesn't disappear and reappear 4 years later like some kind of flying Dutchman.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, again, Babylon 4, Sector 14. I mean, I'm not saying that 4 has anything to do with it. 4 years later.
We don't know. Have to abandon ship. We're caught in some kind of flux. Power's at 30%. Ship's damaged.
Did it just happen for them?
Oh, God. It's starting again. It's starting again.
Oh my God.
The date stamp on the message is 4 years out of date.
You're not
So-
starting to believe this, are you?
It just happened for them.
I want a fighter escort prepped and ready to launch immediately. We're going to find Babylon 4.
Did they have shuttles? Can they leave the station? If the station's the point of impact, they might be able to get off. I'm sure they would have thought of that, though. They should have went Babylon 4.
We don't know what effect those highly concentrated emissions will have on our ships
Or us.
or the people inside.
Yeah.
There's a definite risk.
This is crazy.
If anyone wants to pull out, now's the time.
I like that close shot on Jeff. Look at him.
All right.
Yeah.
We hit space in 20 minutes.
Are you going out?
Fighter Squadron Zeta, you're clear to launch.
I'm really liking the unique markings on some of the ships, man. Some of the fighters. It's badass. Reminds me of like World War II with the different like prints on the side.
All ships escort position and coordinate homing beacons. Maintain form.
Jeff and Mike, same ship. That's a little dangerous.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Thing I like about Mike is he's never rattled or scared, at least that I've seen. What is going on here? We never, when they leave station, they're just gone. We don't know what they're doing. What the fuck are you up to, Dylan? She got a great council meeting? That's my guess. Probably ready to rip her rip her ass for stealing that body.
You're getting ready to go to work. You pull on your pants. You fasten and then zip, or zip and then fasten.
What kind of question is that?
We got 2 hours to kill.
Forget it.
Just a question.
Why do you want to know?
Why do I want to know? Because I think of these things sometimes.
Bugs the shit out of me.
Does everybody do it the same way? Is it a left-handed, right-handed thing?
You think about this stuff a lot?
Not every conversation has to be the end of the world as we know it.
I didn't mean to...
Never mind. It's okay. I'll just watch my console.
Some of the best banter we've had between these two. Telling Jeff, you zip then button.
Fasten, then zip.
Really?
Fasten zip. You want to talk socks?
No,
It's just a question.
I'm not having this conversation.
Oh, the greatest. I love it. I love that Mike's getting through to him. I love it. What the fuck is going on? This has got to be great counsel shit. This has got to be. I'm telling you, she's in deep shit for taking that body. And then saying that, and then throwing her weight around. I knew she never had time to ask them for this. Never. Yeah, oh yeah. Now this might be something completely different. I would not be surprised. JMS likes to go back to shit, and I wouldn't be surprised if they bring this shit up at all. Yeah, she had no time to clear this with them. Her hood's down.
I'm Gray. I stand between the candle and the star. We are Gray. We stand between the darkness and the light.
I'm not taking notes during this, guys. I'll get it during editing. Here's the dude with the staff.
Your task has been necessary, but your absence has diminished us. We rejoice at your return.
It is my honor to serve.
10 cycles since our people have had a leader. The time of mourning is complete. We must now choose another.
You have been chosen to lead us. Of all the council, you have seen most, traveled most, know much of the other species, their worlds and governments.
My calling is to serve, not to lead. My work on Babylon 5
is concluded.
The prophecy.
No.
We will pray for guidance and select another to take your place.
No.
You have carried your burden long enough. It must be a great relief.
I don't know why this is making me emotional. Listen, she likes Jeff. I'm not saying she loves him. I'm just saying that it's not a job anymore.
It's big, all right.
Confirmed, it's...
Don't get too close then, guys.
Babylon 4.
Holy shit. It has a different design. It looks like anyway, unless... Oh, yeah.
Hitting some kind of distortion field. Tachyon emissions up 50%.
They got to get the fuck off of this. If it shifts, they'll go. I wonder if you can take people off. God, Jeff at the tip of the spear. Unreal, man. Also, I take it back. I think the guns are badass now. I didn't like them, and then somebody said it's like a 38, man, and I was like, it is. God, I just can't believe that Jeff does this. And we know why. Whoa, shit the bed. Oh, he shot. He didn't even look.
You want him? Your turn. You sure? I'll cover you.
The hands down best banter episode between Jeff and Mike ever.
I gotta get off this station. Come on and show yourself.
We're trying to get you off, dummy.
Easy, easy. It's all right. We'll take him.
Thank you for having that guy locked down for us.
Commander Sinclair, this is my Chief of Security, Michael Garibaldi.
Oh, thank God you're here. Was your ship passing through this sector?
Not exactly.
Let's go.
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5, you say? Oh my God.
How long's it been?
We have to get everyone off the station quickly before...
Oh no.
Look, I bring the fusion reactors, but there's not much time. Get going. I'll hold them as long as I can.
What is going on?
It's the moment I was born for. Now go. Go. Go.
Wait.
Coming through.
No.
Take that. Take it. How about you? Take some.
No, Mike.
What was that? It's different for everyone. The Flash.
The future.
The entire station. We've become unstuck in time, Commander. That's why we have to get out of here.
Then let's get the fuck out of this place, man. Oh my God. There's some type of huge firefight. They're armored up. It didn't look like it was on Babylon 5, though.
If I enter the Great Hall, I will never leave it again. I will live out my days and my nights in that place.
Yes. It is a great honor.
She doesn't want it.
I cannot accept the calling.
In over 1,000 years, no one has refused.
But perhaps it is...
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can't do it, because no one's done it.
But I must listen to the greater calling of my heart.
And what does your heart tell you?
That I must stay where I am. That I have a part to play in the change that is coming.
They will say it is just the voice of ego and of pride.
Change.
I wish to reconvene the council. I must speak to them.
That has never been done.
Today's a day of first, dude.
Do you know what you're doing? Are you fully aware of the consequences?
Yes.
No, she hasn't thought about any of that.
The first group is being evacuated.
What about the commander?
He's still aboard.
Oh my God.
Anything else unusual happened before the station vanished?
Yeah, this. Says his name is Zathras. We don't know how he got aboard, where he came from, or what race he is. I've never seen an alien like him before.
Zathras. He knows him.
Not the one.
Not the one what?
Not the one. Won't talk. Can't talk. Not the one.
Not the one.
They told Zathras, biggest of all Babylon stations, we need. Needing, we take. There is no more to telling.
Why do you need Babylon 4?
Great war. Terrible war. There is much killings.
God, Jesus. Was that what we saw?
You need Babylon 4 as a base of operations in a war, is that it?
To help save galaxy on the side of light. So they tell me.
So they tell me.
Where you come from, what year is it?
By my world time, it is year 4993.
But what is that in Earth time? If we don't know where you come from, the date doesn't do us any good.
Right.
Major, it's back.
What's back? Hey guys, you've got one fucking job.
What the hell?
What the hell is going on? Oh my God.
It is the one.
The one?
But willing to sacrifice himself for others. He stopped the time taking to let these escape station.
You're saying he deliberately stopped Babylon 4 to let the crew get off?
Huh?
Well then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Jeff, do you recognize them? Jeff, don't do this, dude.
Zathras fixed. Take. Hurry.
We need to center up here, people. Let this sumbitch run. Let's get off this station.
There is no more time. Leave or be trapped here forever.
Better help with evacuation.
All right, I'll link in.
Come on, bring him.
Leave him here. I mean, oh my God, there's so much going on.
I doubt the prophecy. It may have referred to others.
It did not.
How do you know?
Good shot.
The passions we deplore have taken them to their place in the stars and will propel them to a great destiny. They carry within them the capacity to walk among the stars like giants. They are the future, and we have much to learn from them.
Why you? Why not another?
For the same reason you
It
picked
is my
me.
calling.
Yeah.
Delenn, if you reject this decision,
They're gonna kick her out of the council.
if you leave us again, you may not be allowed to return again. You may lose your position within the council. Is this truly what you want?
Are you in charge?
You could become outcast.
I understand. But I must do what I believe is right.
Reward her convictions, everybody.
Among us will honor Delen's request.
Come on, guys.
This council has spoken. We withdraw our decision. Another will be chosen to lead us.
Awesome.
Shuttle. Hey, come on, watch the shuttle. Okay, let's go. 5. Just 5.
You're not going to get just 5, Mike.
Just relax. Just relax.
How could you relax? I mean, I understand the bedlam.
Where's your stabilizer?
Gone. Gave it to the one.
So without this time stabilizer, what happens to you when it jumps?
Zathras die. But Zathras die for cause. You take, Zathras die. You leave, Zathras die. Either way,
I
it
die.
is bad for Zathras. Zathras does not want to die. But if it is the only way, then Zathras dies.
Listen, why are we wasting time on this guy? I mean, he's interesting to a point, but we gotta get people off here.
Better do it now. This place is falling apart faster than...
Oh, God, no.
Please. I don't understand you, Michael.
The past. We're on Mars.
And I will not go to Babylon 5 with you. It's got to be one or the other. When you make up your mind, you know where to find me.
These are centered on Mike, too.
Get on down here, Jeff. I want to get the hell off this place.
He's right. The time distortion is getting worse. We must leave.
We gotta go.
But what about him?
We take him
leave
with
him.
us.
He said he'd die if we did that.
And you believe him?
I don't know. But it's clear that he believes it.
Commander, for the next 15 minutes, this is still my command.
Leave him.
And he's going with us. Take him.
Whatever, let's just go. I'll say this, though. I'm not flying the same shuttle with that guy. He could explode or some shit. He's gonna die no matter what.
You have a destiny. Go! Please,
Does he know him?
go for Zathras!
Oh my God, my mind is... Woo!
Come on!
Jesus, God.
Come on, it's just us now. Ship's warmed up and ready to
Go!
It's like watching a great old ship go down for the last time.
Yeah, well, you're not the captain of the ship.
No, let's go.
Come on! Hurry!
Jesus, Jeff. Oh my God, the figure came back.
Zathras knew you would not leave him. Zathras trusts the One.
Time distortion repaired. Present time atmosphere now breathable.
I tried to warn them. But it all happened just the way I remember it.
I know.
Oh my God, that was Delenn. She's still with him.
The station was built to create peace. Maybe now it'll do so in a way nobody ever expected. But it's still on the same mission.
Oh my God, I got tears in my eyes. Okay, Minbari cruiser. It's definitely the Grey Council cruiser.
We have come too far together to lie to one another. I will never again see the inner chamber of the Grey Council.
Wow.
In either event, I thought you should have this.
Given a big-ass triangle.
The Triluminary.
Triluminary?
I can't.
There are still 2 others. It won't be missed for a time. You will have more need of it than we will. These are curious times, Delenn. A new beginning, an end I cannot say. We are surrounded by signs and portents.
Signs and portents.
If ever you have need of me, I am here.
I like this guy. I don't think we got his name, though. The guy that's basically the leader of the Grey Council.
Great, I missed it.
Not necessarily, Lieutenant Commander. We don't know where Babylon 4 was going, or when it was going. Who knows? It may show up again sometime.
Amazing alien just walks across 4 frame.
A Flying Dutchman, he called it.
Guess I didn't get that reference.
It's a legend. An ancient sailing...
Look at this shot.
According to the story, it's reappeared again and again over the centuries, trying to find its way home.
Did the Flying Dutchman ever make it home?
No.
The Flying Dutchman. Oh my gosh, friends. Alrighty, well, even for these, I guess, air quote, bonus scenes, the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching the 20th episode of Babylon 5's first season, Babylon Squared. Oh my gosh, and I was able to get the bonus scenes. Those were two good scenes. I'm not sure, I think the Delin scene was definitely more, as far as story and narrative goes, provided us with more. Presumably, you know, but again, because of any conversation in this show is something that needs to be watched. So to all of you that's told me, hey, look out, there's a couple scenes that, you know, for whatever reason, most of the major streaming companies have cut off, you know, and they don't put those last two. I watched over on iTunes. iTunes does possess those two scenes. So if you're looking for them, they are over there on the iTunes version. If there's some other place, I was told that Max still has that, but in North America, Max isn't streaming Babylon 5. So if you have a Max subscription outside of North America, check it out. You might have them on there too. So with all that, all the tech issues aside, friends, now it's time to talk about this incredible episode of an incredible show. First and foremost, I would like to applaud all of you out there that sent comments that basically said, oh, you know, because I was pining for the Babylon 4 storyline. I said, oh my God, that story beat, how do you just drop that? Because when I watched The Gathering and they were like, oh yeah, Babylon 4, this is basically how they presented it too. They're like, yeah, Babylon's 1, 2, and 3 exploded and Babylon 4 disappeared 24 hours after it opened up. But anyway, Babylon 5, and I was like, wait, back up. Babylon 4 vanished. And I said that during one of my reactions or one of my things, like, I'm always thinking about Babylon 4. And a couple of you out there were like, oh yeah, it'd be really great if they ever explain what happened in Babylon 4, but they don't. And it's just one of those kind of narratives. And I think one of you even went so far as like, some people have done fan fiction to tell you what happened to Babylon 4. And I'm like, I can't believe that they don't talk about Babylon 4. You guys hooked me. I absolutely bought into the idea that we were never getting a story on. Shame on me. I should have figured that out. Even though I'm only 20 episodes in, I should have realized. JMS isn't going to drop a story beat like that and just forget about it. This guy apparently doesn't forget anything. So applause to all of you actors out there that convinced me otherwise that there wasn't. I'm going to remember that. You sons of... I'm joking. That was so much fun. I love that. It was really great shit. So anyway, oh my God. When Babylon 4 reappearing is like tied for most intriguing, like, plot point. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously Delen's was the B plot for this particular episode, but boy, oh boy, that is a powerful B-plot. Okay, so a couple things went into play here. I don't want to get too far off into the weeds about speculation for Babylon 4 because that's very, very tough right now. And our guy, what was it, Zathras? A great character that gave us a ton of information. Okay, so let's just go through Zathras real quick because I think that he, for me and my money, he gave us the most advancement of our story. That and the time flashes that we had. The first one I thought was focused on Jeff, but I don't think so. So let's put a pause in Zathras. I knew we were going to talk about him, but the two flashes real quick. The first one, we see Jeff and Mike in some type of massive conflict. I don't know if it's a war, a riot. There seem to be refugees. They kind of pick up Jeff and carry him away. We are assumed that this is the last stand of Mike Garibaldi right here as he turns around with that heavy machine gun or heavy laser rifle and absolutely, almost like Vasquez and Aliens, just absolutely lighten up whatever is coming close to him. And we don't see the enemy, so we don't know who they're fighting. I want to know what race they were. I mean, we looking at, are there Narn coming over, or they're like a Vorlon or some shit, But we didn't see that. We don't know who they were fighting. And the thing that now, initially I was like, oh, this is a Jeff version. This is a Jeff dream. But the Jeff, again, Jeff is not the point of the focus of the camera in this flash forward, or I'm assuming. So in this flash forward, Jeff is swept away in the camera. We don't go with Jeff. We stay with Mike. And Mike is sitting there lighting it up, you know. We see Mike. I mean, Jeff is swept away. You know, if this was his vision or a vision, the camera should have went with Jeff. We should have been drawn away. Because again, we would only know so much as what Jeff experienced. Now, again, it was Jeff who was like sitting there going, oh my God, what happened? You know, it's different for everybody, they say. But now I question whether or not that I mean, again, it could just be a choice that the director made, what Jim Johnson made. It could have been a choice, like, let's stick with Garibaldi, we get this cool shot with the gun, and that could easily be the explanation for it. But, you know, put a little pin in it that both of these flashes seem to be Mike Garibaldi specific. And then the second flash was his assumed breakup with Lise on Mars, you know, that led to the events that we saw in A Voice in the, or not A Voice in the Darkness, but whenever she was on Mars and they had to communicate and get through to her. Yeah, was it? Well, it doesn't matter. But, you know, and then she said she was pregnant. So that was kind of like, again, a major event, him choosing Babylon 5 over Love because of a guy he had met twice before in Sinclair. So Sinclair obviously made quite an impact on Mike in that short period of time. Great stuff. But now, Zathras. Okay, here's the crazy thing about this, all right? So you have the mysterious blue spacesuited figure that ultimately turns out to be an older version of Jeff, which I thought. I almost said, that's fucking Jeff in that suit, and I know it. But the thing that threw me off was Zathras looked, and as soon as Jeff walked in, he focused right on Jeff, and he goes, no, you're not the one. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, because, you know, Delenn, especially Delenn in the Minbari, you know, he's the one. We hear that all the time. You know, he's the one. There's something, you know, you have a destiny everybody talks about. You know, you're the one. We talk about the prophecy. Obviously, Delenn is there on station, going to risk and sacrifice everything that she has built. Absolutely everything about her existence, her standing inside the Minbari, you know, political structure. She is going to throw that shit all away and not only just lose what she has, be deemed an outcast. What the fuck? I mean, she's willing to literally just be like, okay, everything I am, gone. I need to be on station on Babylon. That's how strongly she feels about Jeff. Unreal stuff, man. But that's what threw me, because as soon as he said, no. I mean, we had just met Zathras too, so the idea that, you know, and the way that his cadence was, you know, with sort of broken English and things like that, it should have immediately, normally for me, it would have evoked an unreliable narrator, like somebody that's playing with the edges of the language, somebody that's, you know, we got to kind of, you know. But his conviction and what he said seemed so like forthright after that I was really put on my heels, because Zathras seemed to be a zealot. He seemed to be like, oh, you know, we'll live and die for the one, whatever the one says, man. You know, that's the only way to peace. It's the only way of the side of light. And I'm like, dude, I'm buying what you're selling. I can't find fault in what Zathras was saying. And again, you know, the character was very revelatory, but the thing obviously that I'm taking away from this is he said, you're not the one. But then at the end, whenever Sinclair comes back for him and reaches down, he goes, oh, I knew you wouldn't leave me. And then we see this other scene where he takes the helmet off and a hand comes into frame and Delenn's voice is with him. And Jeff seems to be a lot older. Not a lot, but he's got a scar. He seems a lot grayer. I mean, I'd say it was probably at least 10 years. I'm not convinced. So, I mean, like 2268, 2270, somewhere in there, you know, I'm again, total speculation. Cause I don't know. I mean, he seemed older to me. I don't know how much older it appeared to all of you, but that would be my guess, like right around there somewhere. But Delenn's still with him. And that's the thing that gave me chills, because not only, again, I always think about signs and portents. We heard that, in that bonus scene. If you have a chance to watch it, everybody, in the scene, the leader of the Great Council, presumably the staff wielder of the Great Council, says, something's changing. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel that we're like at a transformative moment in the universe. And he goes, and I'm seeing them everywhere, signs and portents. And I'm like, oh shit. And you all have told me that JMS names each of his seasons. And we've already had the episode Signs and Portents, which was crazy, but this whole season is called like the chapter of Signs and Portents. And I think that is utterly fascinating, that of all of that stuff too. And there, Delenn is still there. She's still with him all these years in the future. It brings a tear to my eye, because I'm like, oh my God, it's like, it's right. It's coming true. It's crazy. So with all that being said, now to go back, why did Zathras say you're not the one? And again, I might be misreading this, like it was a ruse, or it was, Sinclair could have easily told Zathras, hey, if you meet me, make sure you tell me I'm not the one, because that's what I heard last time I was there. Something like that. Some Back to the Future Doc Brown horse shit, that went into it. That could easily be the explanation for it. But again, I just got hung up on that. When he said, it seemed so convincing to me. Like, he looked up and he looked at him for a second. He was like, no, you're not the one. He was like convinced. He was convinced. And then I think to myself, he had such reverence when he spoke about the one. We'll do anything for the one. We'll live and die for the one. The one, the light, and blah blah blah. Why am I doing this? Why am I willing to die? The one told me to come here. That maybe they'll build a statue to Zathras. I love that. Who did you give your what do you call it? The time stabilizer. I gave it to the one. And like, he was complete. The thing is, Zathras was seemingly such a zealot that I'm not sure he would have acted correctly around Sinclair if he knew he was the one. That's why I got messed up. Like, my brain was telling me when he said, I for whatever reason, I believed him as soon as he was like, oh no, you're not the one. And then I was like, oh, well, yeah, how does this go? And then as he continued to discuss, and with such reverence, the one, I thought to myself, well, if Jeff, it'd be like being starstruck. That's what I thought. Like, you're around your favorite celebrity or sports figure or politician or, figure in history or something like that. And a religious leader, right? Maybe that's better. And you keep your shit about you. You know what I mean? Like, you're dismissive of that person when you speak reverence about the one in the next breath. That's where I got really torn. And I'm like, either Zathras is a hell of a liar, which it could very well be, especially since Jeff kind of saw him and went back for him and everything. He could easily be one of Jeff's guys, like one of Jeff's confidants in the future. So I'm thinking that was pretty much a work going into that. And it was very well executed, because it got me. It got me hard. It got me thinking. And it really, I couldn't settle on a decision about how I felt about that character. And it kept me destabilized, which I thought really added to the tension of B4 being taken away again. And again, B4, get the fuck out of here. Like, as soon as we were like halfway through that and someone said B4, and I'm like, mother, I never even put that shit together with the time stuff. Again, it's so good, right? Great shit. But boy, oh boy, so much has happened. And so, this episode, obviously, because we had a flash forward in time, 2 of them. Sort of. This flash forward of this episode has given us so much about, like, okay, you've learned where you are. Now you're going to get a hint as to where you're going. And that floored me. And again, that drip of information right here. We have 2 episodes left in this season, which I cannot believe we are almost through season 1. It seems like I started this like yesterday. Anywho, friends, I could go on and on about this episode and about Zathras, and there's just too much. But right now, the only thing to do is take a step back and maybe prank Susan Ivanova so we can get our shit back together and get ourselves centered. Something to that effect. I'll end on this. Best banter between Mike and Jeff we've ever had. Really shows the friends that they are. And even the ribbing of Susan, I thought was really good. You know, she's one of them. You know, not that there was ever any indication, but you know, Mike and Jeff are kind of tight. And as soon as you start ribbing people like that, that means you're part of the circle now. You know what I mean? I love it. Well, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Friends, it greatly helps out a small channel, really helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time we go live and next time it's time to board Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do, Babylon 5 included, that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye from Babylon 5. So where should we say goodbye from this fantastic episode, one I soon and maybe never will forget? Well, friends, I say this. We are one of the last people out on the shuttles from Babylon 4. Maybe we work there. Maybe that's our role in this episode. Who knows? But friends, as we pull away from Babylon 4, just as we pass through the curtain of Tachyon Field, and just as time reorients itself to 2258, we turn back as Babylon 4 disappears once again. The Flying Dutchman still searching for home. Friends, will it find it? Will we find her again? Who knows? Only time will tell. Until such time, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.